Section 5. Customize options and views. In this section, we are looking at various ways of customizing options and views in Excel. We'll cover the following questions. 6. Display formulas. 7. Quick access toolbar. 8. Freeze rows and columns. 9. Split worksheet. 10. Modify document properties. From the study guide, which is provided to you with this course.
It says display formulas. So he says class 2, display all the formulas of the current worksheet. Now this is again very interesting and useful because a lot of times you will get a sheet sent by somebody else. That person has sat down and done some calculations, and those calculations are obviously done using some formulas. You want to know which formulas that person has used, and you also want to know where all the formula is being used. For example, when I look at this sheet right now, जब मैं ये शीट देख रहा हूं, मुझे लॉजिकली समझ में आता है कि हाँ ये टोटल के लिए उसने फॉर्मूला यूज किया होगा. वो लॉजिक है. क्यों? बिकॉज टोटल लिखा हुआ है. ठीक. बट व्हाट इफ ये बीच में जो नंबर्स हैं, व्हाट इफ उसके लिए उसने फॉर्मूला यूज किया है, फिर कैसे पता चलेगा मेरे को? ऐसे एक एक पे जाके देखूं? ओह गॉड, नॉट पॉसिबल यार. There can be a time when a formula could be used inside somewhere here, isn't it? Right now it's not there, but I'm just assuming that there could be a formula inside somewhere here, which when you open the sheet, you can never know. So Excel tells us you go to formulas and all you do is just click on the show formulas. Show formulas button hai. You just click on show formulas and there it is. Suddenly your sheet has expanded and down here is your formula. All your formulas, as you can see, equals to sum. All the formulas have appeared down below, showing you these are the formulas which have been applied on this particular sheet. So if ever you get any sheet from somebody, it's very easy. Just click on show formulas. आपको पता चल जाएगा कि किधर किधर उसने फॉर्मूला यूज किया है और कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज किया है. So that it becomes easy for you to edit also if you have to edit any numbers on the sheet. So I come to question number 7. It says quick access toolbar. Now what is quick access toolbar? Right? He's telling me to add a fill color icon. Okay. Chalo, dekhte hain. So when I'm working in Excel and when I'm working with so many different options of Excel, you don't need to use all the options because you will use only the options that are relevant to your work. इतने सारे buttons हैं. मैं थोड़ी सब बटन यूज करने वाला हूं. मैं तो वही बटन यूज करूंगा जो मैं रेगुलरली यूज करता हूं. All the buttons or all the different aspects of Excel are spread across these tabs. So you have to remember under what tab which button is so that you save time. Excel has given us something known as a quick access toolbar, which is a fantastic tool because it allows you to create your own toolbar. Just imagine all these buttons that are under these tabs. I can pick any button under any tab and put it under one single toolbar so that I don't have to keep going inside and inside and inside. I will just straight go to the toolbar and my job is done. That is the biggest advantage of the quick access toolbar. The quick access toolbar is always on top of file, where you have the shortcut for saving a file. You have the undo, the redo. You have a spell check. You may not have these two because these two are added by me. But ये undo, redo, save button, spell check, ये तो guaranteed आपके पास होगा ही होगा. And if I go to the arrows next to it, he shows me all the default quick access toolbar buttons that they give us. New का भी button देते हैं, open का भी देते हैं, quick print का भी button है, ascending descending का भी button है. As you can see, these buttons are appearing here. This is your quick access toolbar. This toolbar can be as big as you want, starting from here and all the way till the end it can go. So I say, okay, I want to add some buttons which I use regularly in the quick access toolbar. How do I do it? Very simple. Go to the button, right click that button and say add to quick access toolbar. देखो कितना easy है. आ गया मेरा fill color ऊपर आ गया. Let's go into something inside. View है. मुझे पेज लेआउट का काम लगता है. I use page layout very often because I have to insert header and footer. That's what I taught you last time. तो मैं पेज लेआउट को राइट क्लिक करके ऐड टू क्विक एक्सेस टूलबार कर दूंगा. फिर मुझे इसके अंदर लेट्स से फॉर्मूलाज के अंदर आई यूज सब फॉर्मूलाज वेरी ऑफन. फॉर एग्जांपल ऑटो सम मैं बहुत यूज करता हूं. उसको राइट क्लिक करके ऐड टू क्विक एक्सेस टूलबार कर दूंगा. फिर इंसर्ट में मैं चार्ट्स यूज करता हूं. तो मैं चार्ट्स का कौन सा यूज करता हूं? आई यूज दिस वन कॉलम बार. उसको राइट क्लिक करके ऐड टू क्विक एक्सेस टूलबार. Now when I look at my quick access toolbar, if I want to do anything, I don't have to go. I just go here. क्या करना है? फिल करना है कलर. ये लो ना. जो कलर फिल करना है चूज कर लो. कलर हो गया फिल. अच्छा नेक्स्ट क्या करना है? ऑटो सम करना है. हाँ ठीक है. इधर ऑटो सम अप्लाई करना है. नो प्रॉब्लम. ये ऑटो सम दबा दो. हो गया मेरा ऑटो सम. चार्ट इंसर्ट करना है. नो प्रॉब्लम. इधर चले जाओ. चूज कर लो कौन सा चार्ट चाहिए और वो चार्ट इधर आ जाएगा. I am able to work at least double the speed what I would otherwise work. Instead of me going under insert and then going to chart and all. अरे सीधा इधर ही है बटन. खत्म. This is the advantage of creating your own quick access toolbar. And the best part is what? It is your personalized toolbar. The buttons that you use or you feel you want to use, only those buttons will come here. No other buttons will come. यही तो beauty है इसका. And tomorrow, if you don't feel like keeping those buttons, you just right click and say remove. It takes 1 minute to remove it. 1 minute, yeah, seconds it takes to remove it, just like it took me seconds to add it. Again. So this is a fantastic tool again in Excel, where you can create your own toolbar to be able to work at a much faster pace. Question number 8. Freeze. Chalo, what is freeze now? Classes 1, freeze the 2 top rows of the current worksheet. Okay. It's telling me to freeze the 2 top rows of the current worksheet. Okay. This is my worksheet. And so currently when I look at this worksheet and when I'm looking at my data and when I'm scrolling my data, I can't see the headings. Intro to weights. क्या है ये intro to weights? ठीक है चलो कुछ है. कैटेगरी होगा. ओके. ये 38, 28, 23 क्या है? Is it the number of people attending the class? Is it the price that the person is charging? What are these numbers? There is no clarity. Why? Because you cannot see the headings only. तो क्लैरिटी कहां से आएगी? जब मुझे हेडिंग से नहीं दिख रहा है ऊपर का, तो हाउ विल आई नो कि व्हाट आर दीज नंबर्स? आई विल नॉट कम टू नो any. For that purpose, Excel tells us that you should freeze the top two rows so that when your data is scrolling, the top two rows stay where they are, telling you that these are the different headings for your data. Due to that reason, we have to freeze our top two rows. So to freeze the top two rows, I'm going to click on row number 3. Under view, we have freeze panes. Where I say freeze panes, when I click freeze panes, a line appears. And when I'm scrolling down, you will realize कि अब मेरा heading कहीं नहीं जा रहा, मेरा data बहुत clear है. अब मुझे पता है कि what is junior swimming, what is 39. अच्छा, under clear water, January 7 to 11. Okay, some date is there in this. You can even freeze, to make it even more logical, you could freeze up till class actually. तो पता चलेगा कि ये talking about different classes that take place in the week, and these could possibly be the attendance or the number of students. So you can freeze till whatever level you want, and at any given point of time you can go to freeze and say unfreeze. I can freeze even a column, and now when my data moves this way, it freezed a particular section. देखो ये last का data move हो रहा है. I can unfreeze it again. You can freeze at any level at any point. If I want to freeze, let's say these 3 and this one, and I place my cursor over here where I've placed it now, and if I hit on freeze panes, देखो वो cross in, I told you ना, cell is an intersection between a row and column. तो ये जो intersection point है वो ये है, cell का beginning है. तो देखो ये intersect हो गया इधर. अब मेरा ये भी freeze हो गया, ये भी हो गया. अब देखो मैं अगर नीचे जाता हूं तो correct move हो रहा है, correct. अब sideways देखो आप, ये मल्टीपल फ्रीज है. साइडवेज जाऊंगा तो मुझे मंथली और वीकली डेटा दिखने मिलेगा. If the data is spreading even more on the sides, and if I scroll down, I'm able to see the different headings as they scroll down. This is very advantageous with large amount of data. When the data is spreading in pages and pages and pages, at that time, the option of freeze is very nice and very useful. Split. अब ये split क्या चीज है भाई? चलो freeze दिखा दिया, अब आपको मैं split भी दिखा रहा हूं. So I have large amount of data. I want to compare let's say 10 with 36. Can I compare it right now? I'm looking at 36 now, and I can see 14. I can't see 10. Now I can see 36 and 10, correct? But why I could see? Because I zoomed out. If I keep zooming out, I can see more and more of my table. Without zooming out, I want to be able to compare one section of data with the other. I'll give you a simple example in this case, and very logical example. There are classes going on in the morning, and there are classes going on in the evening. You can see evenings करके एक heading है और morning करके एक heading है कि नहीं? So this set of classes which goes on is in the morning, and this set of classes is in the evening. I have certain attendance for every class. I want to compare the attendance of two classes that I conduct. How do I create that comparison? In this scenario, it's not happening, unfortunately, because by the time I'm trying to see the other classes, the upper classes are getting hidden under this scrolling. To make that happen and make it possible, what I will do is I will click at evenings and I will choose the option under view known as split. As soon as I click split, you will see a gray color line has appeared below the last class that I conduct in the morning. And it creates two scroll bars for me. This scroll bar is also there. And this scroll bar is also there. So I want to compare the junior swimming of the evening, which is over here, with the junior swimming of the morning, which I will bring it here. अगर junior swimming है तो नहीं है, ठीक, कोई तो होगा, हाँ है ना? I think Tai Chi है कि नहीं है? Any common classes that I have in the morning and evening है Tai Chi है ना? तो ये मेरा Tai Chi आ गया इधर और मैं ये Tai Chi को ऊपर लेके जा रहा हूँ. I have both my Tai Chis one below the other, as you can see over here they are. ये Tai Chi था और नीचे वाला Tai Chi था. These two Tai Chis which I have, I can actually compare them like this. So the split option is very useful for you to be able to do comparison with large amount of data. ये तो data कम है. सोचो ये data कितना कम है? ये सिर्फ 36 rows है. Think if you had 200, 300 rows and you have to compare row number 150 with row number 350. How the hell would you do it? Think of 500 rows. If I zoom out, मेरा 500 rows आएगा ही नहीं. किधर है 500 rows? Can you see also any data? The maximum visibility I have, visibility is this much. इससे छोटा करूंगा तो कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आएगा. ये भी बड़ा strenuous है, इतना. तो मैं zoom out करने के बाद भी I'm not able to get. Where am I getting? Can I get 150 row number with 300? Not possible only. But if I have a split, it is possible. Because with the split, it creates two scroll bars. So I will scroll this and I will keep scrolling this till I reach 100. देखो आ गया 100. Now imagine I'm able to compare 150 with 16. Can you believe it? Amazing, isn't it? 150 का जो डेटा है और 16 रो नंबर का डेटा है, I can see both of them together. This is why the split is a very useful tool in Excel. Hardly, again I'll tell you, hardly people use it. But today you must have realized what an important tool it can be when you want to analyze data. Like I tell you all, Excel is divided into two parts. एक जिसको हम बोलते हैं डेटा मैनेजमेंट और दूसरा हम बोलते हैं डेटा एनालिसिस. डेटा मैनेजमेंट इज पंचिंग डेटा, पुटिंग फॉर्मूलाज एंड फंक्शंस एंड मैनेजिंग दैट डेटा व्हिच यू हैव टाइप्ड. डेटा एनालिसिस इज जो डेटा टाइप है उसके बीच में हमको कंपैरिजंस करना है, उसका अप डाउन ट्रेंड समझना है, उसका चार्ट्स बनाना है. दैट इज कॉल्ड डेटा एनालिसिस, वेयर डेटा इज बीइंग एनालाइज्ड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट are we getting from that data. Data management is just punching in data and putting formulas and functions. That's it. And data management is one aspect of Excel and data analysis is the second. Both are equally important. हमको data manage करना आ गया, but अगर हमको analyze करना नहीं आता तो उस data का कोई मतलब नहीं. और अगर हमको data analysis आता है और data type करना नहीं आता, फॉर्मूला नहीं आता है, तो एनालिसिस कैसे करोगे? So the blend of data management and data analysis is very important in Excel. And this is a part of data analysis, a split option. And the reason being, I can move this split wherever I want. See, I'm moving it wherever I want. जितना मुझे जहां पे split करना है वहां split कर सकता हूं. Document properties. Chalo. One more interesting and different aspect of Excel, which helps us to create various types of aspects of document properties of a file. So when you receive an Excel file, before I can do this question, I'm just explaining the concept to you all. When you receive an Excel file, you just open the file straight away and you start working on it. You know, जो भी data है उसको changes करना है वो करना. But without opening the file, I want to know what is this file about. For example, file का नाम classes1 है. It is a very abrupt name. It is a very misleading name. Classes1. What is classes1? It can mean anything. So I should know before I open the file as to what is there in the file, or what is the file content, what are the main contents of the file. I should know where is the file coming from, who has written this file, in the sense who has put the data in this file. I should know which company it's coming from. I should know the size of this file as to whether my system has enough space. I should know under which category this file is. I want all these aspects before I open the file. Imagine, ये सब मुझे पहले ही देखना है, फाइल खोलने से पहले. So every single file that we have, I'm just going to share the screen for a minute with you all and show you all. Every single file that we have, as you all can see over here, these are all the different files. Without opening these files, I am simply going to right click on this file and I'm going to go into something known as properties. When I go into properties, I will go into details, and here I will check what is the title or the subject. What are the tags? Tags are nothing but the different aspects of the file. What I was telling you, what's the purpose of the file? What tags it? Under which category does it come? Does it come under sports? Does it come under entertainment? The subject is under which category? Any additional comments are there on this file, that this file has to be presented on a particular date, on a particular time. Who is the author of this file? When was the file created? When was it last saved? And what is the size of this file? Everything I can see when I go into the aspect of properties and details. We are going to create these document properties into a file so that the file can be made sense. All right. So this is mainly the aspect of document properties. He says classes1, add fitness location. I will go open the file. I must have already done it, but anyways, I'll go to file and I will see over here whether I have added anything, and I say, okay, I need to add tags over here. Okay, so I will add the tags fitness with the semicolon. classes with a semicolon and location with a semicolon. That's the way we generally add our tags. That's the style of tagging our file. Then we can add a title if we want. I could put a title over here if I wanted to by saying that this is class attendant. Okay, and then comment box, I can add something. If I want category, I can add by saying it comes under fitness. I can specify a subject if I want to. I can specify the company name, Uptown Athletic Club. I can specify who is the owner, who is the manager. So I could be the owner, Magic Minds or whatever, but the manager could be some person called as John. So the file is not created by Magic Minds, it's created by a person named John from my organization. So they know that they have to communicate with John going further related to this particular file. So they will know who is the manager who is supposed to be dealing with these classes which are being conducted by the club. So by doing all this and by putting these details, I am making my things much simpler and much more effective in communicating to my client. The more details you add over here, the more professional you are going to be in your approach. That's why this is something which again is a very important aspect of Excel. After I've done this, I can just go and say save, and all these things will get saved in the file.